and out you come.
Oh, oh, that felt weird.
Yeah, it's a interesting sensation, I imagine.
Uh,
Feels a bit more natural to me, though.
yeah, I
Obviously.
suppose you've done it
Mm,
more.
Welcome to my home, at least for the time
Hmm,
being. This is where Lisa's been keeping me.
this is a nice home. It's
Mm. Uh, it's usually
a
referred
lot.
to as the Spirit Woods. There's
Hmm,
lots of spirits around here, but they might be hiding at the moment.
yeah.
They left a balloon out.
Hmm.
I think that's the home of some of the spirits.
Oh,
I generally don't go in there. It's a little
yeah.
tight to get in there anyway.
Yeah.
But
Those doesn't look like I'll be able to fit inside.
hi, Mum.
Hmm.
And this is my biological mother.
Oh.
Yep.
Hmm.
She's dormant though.
Hmm. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I'm guessing when she's not dormant, it should be more like how you look
Uh,
currently, or other.
no, she's always
Hmm.
just been a
Hmm.
tree, but very
Hmm.
spiritual. She's a spirit oak. Uh,
Oh.
her last. I was the last thing she really made. She's
Hmm.
never not going to be dormant now.
Uh,
Mm. Yeah, this is me. This is where I usually plant myself.
uh,
Not too sunny, not too shady. A little bit out of the way,
just
but
right.
mm,
I think it's a nice place.
I don't exactly need I guess a roof or bed. I just down I go.
Yeah.
Mm,
Fair enough. I've seen in the past you rooting yourself.
mm.
Uh,
But yeah, I guess you can kind of see the family resemblance.
yeah.
The
Kind
bark
of
and
both got the
leaves
same.
mainly.
Yeah, and also same
Hmm.
hair slash leaf color.
Mm.
Hmm.
My staff is also made from one of her branches.
Oh,
Mm.
nice. I never really got to take a closer look at that at your staff, so I never really noticed.
It's well,
Yeah,
essentially the same bark, so someone
yeah.
might think it's an extension of me, but it's more an extension of my mother.
I mean, technically, you could also be seen as an extension of your mother, so both
Mm.
have the same roots, pun not intended.
Yeah. uh, yeah. Nina, she can see us, by the way. She's
Oh,
probably watching, but she said she would at
hi
least give
there.
us some privacy. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, don't feel too freaked out by that. Usually, in the forest, there's always something watching anyway.
Mm. That's fair. I mean, if I know it's happening, I'm okay with it. It's more just a worrisome if it happens and I'm not aware. It just feels
Mm.
creepy.
Yeah. Uh,
Mm.
Nina's just very protective. So,
That's that's understandable.
this is my biological mother. Lena is essentially my primary guardian. She's been the
Mm.
person teaching me, taking care of me, and making
All
sure
that
I'm
fun
safe.
stuff.
So she kind of counts as a
Uh,
mum too, and then there's Arisa who's, she helped me out of a bad spot mentally.
uh,
Mm.
I've been
In
hearing
doing
about all the
so,
books.
I became something called Shaiken to her. Essentially, our
Huh,
minds became one for a brief while.
that
She
sounds.
saw my memories and I saw hers.
That sounds. I'm not sure what the words are to describe it, but it does sound like something, all right.
Intimate?
Yeah, that's probably one
Mm.
of the better words to use.
Yeah.
Mm,
In her culture, it's usually something you only do with those that you are, well, essentially family with.
yeah.
And doing it makes
Mm,
you family, so.
nice. Glad to hear that you're family to her. Mm.
So, what's your family like?
I, well, biologically speaking, I don't really have much of a family. I don't know how my origins are much different than most others in the sense of I wasn't I was created, not born.
Mm.
I for most of my life it was a case of having to do what I was told to by my creators, or else I'd face the consequences. The consequences usually being death or something similar. It,
Not a little more extreme, but not too dissimilar from my previous
yeah,
life, I guess. Uh,
yeah.
to put it briefly, my life as a human, I grew up in a small village. They were strict, but fair for the most part. And then they decided I was bad and I needed to go.
Mm,
But that's a previous life now. I don't really need to think
yeah.
about it.
My kind of got the same thing with my previous life. It was, for the most part, aside from the people I lived alongside who had similar circumstances to me of having to do that, aside from those few people, it was most of the others weren't exactly kind to me. Wasn't exactly viewed as the same and as a person by a lot of people.
Mm.
But then one day, I ended up, well, making a mistake on one of the missions I had to go on, and ended up losing my life. But thanks to a twist of fate I didn't know about, and and apparently them giving me the powers of the Phoenix, I came back from death in a new life where I had choice in the matter of anything I can do. I can I can choose who I want to be with and what I can and cannot do.
Mm. You,
And
have a
mm,
new family now, don't you? Or at
yeah,
least
a new
those you're
family.
close with.
Mm-hmm.
Mayday
I,
amongst them.
and Ida is amongst them.
Mm. Mm.
Is one of the first people I ended up meeting and getting close with.
Mm.
I'll be honest, when I first met her, I was a lot more open about things because when I first got here, I thought this was like some weird dream or some drug trip or something similar. My mind didn't exactly process it was real until like a month or two in.
Mm.
Yeah. Hey, Daisy, Artemis, and quite a few others, they're really nice to me and will help take me in and find my own place to be
Mm.
myself.
That's good.
Mm, it is good.
Mm. This place, well, not this place, but the metaverse in general. Just being here very much gives you the freedom to choose from a lot of things.
Yeah. You get to choose what choices I have in life. Get to experience all the sensations and the things I never had the opportunities to.
Mm.
Being with a pretty
Starting a
girl
brand
like
new
you.
life. I. mm, You're so pretty.
Thanks. Hmm.
Um, I don't usually look like this. This is more of a magical thing to help me, I guess, fit in more and, well, be able to
A construct,
be me.
essentially, right?
More of a transmutation magic.
Mm. Whatever the word is, it's a temporary body just for you to be out and
Yeah.
about.
This arm's a lot more like me than the rest. Well,
Yeah.
I just
Well,
made myself look more like my old human form just to, I don't know, ease the transition, feel more normal.
make it feel
Something.
more natural.
Mm.
I get that. I I found a lot of different things that are out there that can help transform, and I don't know. It's like as much as some of them seem interesting, just like being myself.
Mhm.
Sometimes that's just the best thing, just somebody being themselves.
That's what I tend to be, at least to the best of my ability now.
Yeah.
Still getting used to being allowed to be myself, I guess.
I get that.
For example, us being close like this in my village, we'd probably get stoned if someone saw us.
That's
Mm,
yeah, I get that.
well, it's not my village anymore. It's not even a
Uh,
village, it's just faded
it's
memory that no one really knows exists anymore. Or existed at all.
I mean, always going to be a memory. Just up to you what you do with that memory.
For now, I think I'm I'm glad to just put it behind me. I can't ever really forget it, but at the very least I can not dwell on it.
It's understandable. I kind of have the same mentality about my own past. There's a lot of stuff that happened there. Won't be able to forget it, not by any long shot, but might as well move on and live my new life.
Not let it control us or decide our future for us.
Don't let the past decide your future.
Mm.
Mm.
So, what do you do at the moment?
At the moment, for the most part, just finding my way throughout the world, trying to do all the things I never got the opportunity to.
Mm.
And in the off times when I don't do that, sometimes I'll just do some hired work just to get enough money on the table so that way I can
Mm.
do the things I like to do.
Very much an explorer then.
Yeah. the
I want to
literal
do a lot
or
more of that too.
metaphorical.
Just Nina doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm not
A little worried.
strong enough to handle everything on my own right now. So I need to be more capable before,
Yeah.
well, I go out on my own.
Eh, that's understandable. There's a lot of stuff out there. But sometimes the best thing that you can do is just find somebody you can rely on.
Mm,
You know, I've
you
definitely
think?
found that with a multitude of people.
Mm. A lot of the people at Wanderers are very, supportive. I mean,
Mm,
half of them are responsible for me even being here in the first place. They're the ones that found my scattered pieces and put me back together.
well, glad to hear they
So I
got
have a
you
lot to thank them
together.
for.
Yeah. I mean, you can always thank them on your own time. It's not like there's any imminent threat to Wanderers that's going to affect everybody there.
Mm.
At least not that I know of.
Oh, there's that thing with Blake's parents, apparently.
Yeah,
They
there's,
showed up yesterday and caused a ruckus.
I vaguely remember hearing about that for text and other things. Not gonna say I don't know the whole thing about it, but
Mm.
should anything happen and I'm able to do anything, I'll do my best to help them. Because
Mm.
I'm a good person. And I always want to do my best to help out people I can have gotten friends with. You included. Mm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
how, oh, how exactly does, you being intimate with multiple people?
It's
I'm used to this
that
phrase
is
a lot, but I'm not
poly.
this.
Yeah, it's
Polly?
understandable. Yeah, that polyamorous or being part of a polycule. It's essentially the idea of being able to be with multiple people at the same time and not having to expect to to only stick with one
Exclusivity?
person. Yeah,
Mm, okay.
I've never liked the idea of just having to make myself only be for one person. Just, that just at that point, it feels like I'd become less of a person and more just part of somebody else. If you get what I'm saying.
I'm sure that's not a bad feeling for some people.
Uh,
I'm, I'm not really
everybody's
sure about myself right now.
everybody's bound to their own feelings.
Mm,
As long as it's not harmful, I'm not going to try and tell anybody else what they should or shouldn't do.
mm,
But this is how I want to live my life.
mm,
I hope that isn't too much of a. I hope that isn't too much for you. I know it's not
no,
everybody agrees with that idea.
I'm not disagreeing, I just don't really know much about it at the moment. It's
That's understandable.
an entirely foreign concept to me, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, it's often just, as with most things with relationships, it's often just something that you figure out with whoever you're with and your partner.
Mm.
Whatever
No,
it is, you just agree with them.
Mm. I know it's not an unnatural thing. There's plenty of creatures and species in nature that.
Yeah.
I can't think of a better term than sleep around,
Have
but
multiple partners.
yes.
Uh,
There are some that mate for life, others that flip between different partners or have multiple at the same time. And as not humans,
People.
people, I'm sure we're more than allowed to make our own choices regarding how we want to
Yeah.
be. I just don't know how I want to be yet. At the very least, I know I don't, I'm not into the idea of being, a wife. At least in the manner that I grew up knowing. Just belonging to a man and being
I
his
want to be
housewife, taking care of him and his children, and
a trophy wife.
not even that. Just
I get what you're trying to say, though. You don't want your existence of a relationship to be tied to the whims of somebody else.
I don't want to be property.
Yeah. I get that.
At the very least, now I'm literally one with nature. I am just free to do as I please. I'm somewhat thankful for Lena being so strict on me. Otherwise, I'd probably end up with choice paralysis. Not sure what to do or how to do it, so.
That's understandable. There's a lot.
She's drip feeding me what I need at the moment.
Yeah. I mean, if you ever find something you want to do, I mean, and assuming they also give you the okay, I could be more than willing to help out. See if it makes you happy.
No, I think I enjoy just exploring, meeting new people, helping others out. Putting some good into the world.
That's good. The world needs more good in it. Always use more good.
Nothing wrong with a little more.
Yeah.
Tell me if my branches are getting caught in you at all.
This is nice. Yeah, forgive me if this is a little out of nowhere, but just feel the need to ask. You are you are okay with the idea of us being in some sort of a relationship together, right? I mean, consider how things have been. I feel like it's best to get a verbal idea from you before continuing on some misconceived idea.
I'm enjoying this intimacy. I'm not sure what to really call it yet, but I guess I just want to see where it goes.
That's understandable.
I'll tell you if something feels bad or wrong, but for now it all feels nice.
That's good to hear.
Mm.
And you let me know if I ever could do anything too far.
Oh,
I've still got a lot of things I don't know yet myself.
mm.
By being in here for like this wider metaverse for half a year, or even more than that. Mm. Gonna feel the wing wrap around you a little bit more. Mm. Hope the wings aren't too much for you.
No, that I said before, they're nice and soft and warm.
That's good. I just being careful and making sure.
Do you need to?
Do I need to what?
Uh, is there a requirement for you to? Uh, you mentioned relationship. Is that
Mm-hmm.
something you need, or is it
I mean,
okay if we just kind of leave it a little unsure at the moment?
we can leave it unsure at the moment. You don't have to answer it right away. This is,
Okay.
like I said, this is something that you gotta find out. You should find out for yourself.
Mm,
Mm. Mm.
so, who else are you close with?
Uh, Relationship-wise, currently it's with a few others. You already know I'm with May, Daisy, and
Mm,
Artie.
mm,
Currently, the others I'm with are, well, one I'm uncertain about. It's still a thing I'm trying to figure out. From another, I don't think you've met them. There's somebody named Asa.
I don't think I have.
Uh, Complicated things are happening. I don't even. Uh, I think I might have upset them, so I'm trying to work things out with them.
Mm,
And
I
another
wish you
is
luck with that.
thanks. One other person
I
I'm with is puppy named Echo.
go Mayday, Daisy, Artemis, and was the other one?
Echo.
No, the one you were having issues
Asa.
with. Asa.
I'm planning
Echo,
on trying to
Artemis.
talk to them soon-ish.
Mm, Do they know that you're being intimate with me?
Well, May, Daisy, and Artie know. Ethel and Asa, they don't know, but that's mainly because this is still very recent and haven't
Yeah.
yet talked to them yet.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Don't want to come between you and anyone else.
I'm doing my best in order to make sure that nobody gets in the way of anybody else,
Mm.
relationship-wise. If, mm, mm. This is good with you, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, just making
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All of this.
Anytime. Thank you for taking me out here, though, Cyrus. This is nice.
Yeah. It's a village, but it's my home at the moment.
I've always had a bit more partial to stuff out in nature. Might just be
I am
the fact that I guess that is fair. But yeah, I've always been more partial to nature as opposed to like all the big cities and stuff.
Mm.
This is just spent a lot of time out in a lot of city stuff or near civilization. I don't know. It's just, or at least what was civilization. I guess it's nice
Mm.
just to be away from it all and just relax.
I'm a little jealous of your wings.
Uh,
They make for very good hugging things. It's like
yeah,
a blanket you can carry around with you.
yeah. The one bad thing is just because they're on me, I don't consider them as just a blanket. It's just a part of me. Like how you
Also,
don't consider
obviously,
your hair
yeah,
like hair.
also your ability to fly.
That
Lena says I might be able to fly at some point if I
mm,
learn about certain things. There are sycamore trees whose seeds, when they drop, they spin round and flutter down. If I could do something a little like that, I might be able to, well, make
flutter up.
myself more like a plant bird, I guess.
That's fair. I mean, also, I was just
That's
thinking
going to
that
be
it says
very.
that they're like making wings out of like vines or leaves or something.
Vines would be too thick. I'd also probably need to uh, be less thick. I guess I need to make my structure out of something more like bamboo,
Mm.
a little more hollow.
Yeah.
Just
I
be
mean,
lighter as well.
there's also the classic
It's
of just wind magic, if you can learn that.
mm, possibly, but I imagine the feeling of the air rushing under and between your feathers is a lot more exhilarating than just floating around.
Yeah, it kind of is.
That's the
I mean,
main reason I was thinking of it. Floating
if
around
you're,
wouldn't be too bad, but I just like the idea of being able to fly anywhere and feel
yeah,
just the world carrying me around.
that's fair. I mean, I think I'm definitely strong enough in order to carry someone. I mean, I can always just, if you want, try flying with you on back or in my arms. If you're
Well,
okay
maybe at
with it,
some
that
point.
is. Yeah, at some point.
Mm. Now this is
Mm. Actually, mind if I move right along and give you a hug?
sure.
Okay. Hug. Mm. Thanks.
Mm.
Mm. Mm. Is all being good with you?
Yeah. Mm.
That's good. Mm. Mm. Oh, you're so cute.
Mm.
Mm.
Is that something you can control?
Sometimes. Just, I sometimes do it when I'm feeling happy or comfortable.
Mm-hmm. An instinctual reaction.
Yeah. This is nice. It's all good with you, right?
Hmm?
All of this is
What?
all of this I've been doing with
Yeah.
you is good with you, right?
Mhm.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mm.
Do you mind if I touch your wings?
I don't mind at all. It's nice when somebody touches them.
I'm just going to stroke them.
Mm. Thanks. It's often hard in order to get them stroked, especially in certain spots.
Mm-hmm.
Feels nice when somebody else does it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And feel her nuzzling into your neck a little.
Sorry. Sorry, can you let go?
Oh,
Just... Sorry.
you okay?
Mm,
Did I do something wrong?
no, you didn't do anything wrong.
Are you okay?
Um, no. Yeah, I'm sorry. It was nice. It was comfortable.
Want to talk about it?
um, your wings, they...
Mm.
Uh,
Something about my wings?
the nicest... Uh, they smell like fire. Like ashes and cinders. It's,
Sorry,
it just...
that's...
No,
No.
it's not your fault, it's fine. No, it just
No.
caught me off guard a little. Uh,
Don't know how to control how they smell. Or...
you don't need to. I'm 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 working to get through it, and I I could smell it the whole time. My mind wandered, and just suddenly that's all I could think of. The smell isn't bad. It's just...
It's okay if I give you a hug.
Please. I'm sorry if I upset you.
It's it's okay. You didn't upset me.
You don't
That's
need to.
probably something I don't know about yet.
You don't need to change anything. I.
I don't know if this will be much help, but I heard from some of you that going to be holding one of the feathers. Apparently, just holding these makes fire not hurt as bad.
It's.
There's
It's. Not the.
I,
I.
I know it probably isn't enough, but I want to try and start.
I don't know what to say. I'm bad with fire. I'm not afraid of being hurt by it, but I kind of am. I'm a plant now, of course. I'm a little afraid of fire because it would probably hurt me more than it did before, but I've been hurt by it before. A lot, and it's.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. It's not your fault.
Breath until it help you calm down. Breathe in and hold it for a bit. 1, 2, 3. Just focus on breathing for now.
You did nothing wrong. You've done nothing wrong.
No, this probably something that I happened before I came to be.
Yeah. If anything, you're probably helping me with this a lot. At least when it comes to the smell. Just.
Want me to hug you again? It'll be okay. I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you.
No.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry.
No, wipe away the tears.
Sorry, that's sticky.
It's okay. Deep breaths, okay? You okay now?
Getting there. No, the smell's not bad. It's your smell. You're nice. You're comforting.
Thanks.
I, uh,
I think you're doing better. I'll work a little bit more time.
I feel like I owe you an explanation. I don't want you to feel like you've done something wrong. It's uh,
You had a bad experience with fire?
I've been hurt by a lot of things. Fire, one of them, and smell it and feel it and I didn't want to associate your smell with that. I didn't want to. I didn't. The the smell was not bad. It just made me remember vividly for a moment. No, it's fine. It's fine. Exposure therapy. That's something Lena wanted to welcome me with, and I think you're a good source. That's not why I like.
I got what you're trying to say.
It's
Deep breath.
you're comforting, and that smell's there. So I want that smell to be comforting. It's just difficult right now.
It's hard to get the old idea of the smell out of your brain. Feels almost overpowering.
Mm.
Is that right?
Mm. Oh, just sorry. Just, I need to be grounded right now.
You should take your time if you need it.
I'm sorry.
No need to apologize. It wasn't something you can control.
It was. It was nice. I was enjoying it, but I. I'm sorry for ruining the moment.
Like I said, you don't have to apologize. Not your fault. You're just scared about stuff that happened.
I just. I. I sometimes just wish I could forget it ever happened.
I'm gonna be patting you on the head.
Reese even offered to help me forget.
Mm.
I don't want to run away from it. I don't want it to control me like that. I don't want it to.
You're like this, it's hard to deal with, and I've had this before happen to me.
Mm,
Not with fire, but with something else.
mm, uh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No need to apologize.
This was meant to be a nice time. I've ruined it. I'm sorry.
You didn't ruin anything. There's still plenty of time left. Just because it doesn't all have to be over just because you had some bad memories.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you too.
Mm.
Thank you for being here and for being nice and for asking. Just asking.
Anytime. You
You'll
still
see
good
her.
with me head patting you? Oh,
You'll see her hair slowly start to shift, and her whole form changes.
mm. You doing all right, Ferris? I can just see she's asleep.
Yeah, she seems to have gone dormant.
I just have to be helping you. Good night. Hope you sleep well. Kiss on the forehead. I hope I can help out with your fire problem or any others you may have. But for now, I'll just let you rest.